Mark Gilman, along with Western Oregon wideout Lucas Gonsalves. And Lucas, your senior season here with Western Oregon was one that's been a mixture of early frustration, but really well rewarded with a very fine ball game, over 100 yards in receptions and a pair of touchdowns last week against Azusa. But let's talk a bit about the early season struggles. And health is always an issue. I don't care who you are as a football player. It's kind of tough. And you had one of those lingering injuries that just wouldn't go away.
Yeah, I mean, against Central Washington, halftime I started feeling my leg, and it took me out of the whole game, and then I was out for 4 weeks, and it just feels good to be back again with the boys.
Yeah. And you had to work your way back, obviously, but it started well at Dixie State. You got back in there, and since then it seems like you've gotten a lot more comfortable, got into the rhythm, and working with all the wideouts, a very talented group of guys that you get to work with.
Yeah, for sure. It just feels good being back again, with the boys out there. And it was really frustrating for 4 straight games being out watching them play and, having fun out there. And I'm glad to be back,
Talk about the ball game you had against Azusa out there. I mean, I know that in a game where you were playing really from behind most of the contest here, you got your chances out there, and it seemed like you were the man that seemed to pop open when the other guys were being covered.
Yeah, I mean, I just tried to go hard, just bouncing back from the injury that I had. It's my senior year. I'm trying to make all my games count, so I'm just trying to, go hard every play, every snap, make it count, because, I might not be able to play football ever again after these last couple of games, so I'm just trying to make it count.
Certainly have. Talk about the memories you've had here in your career with Western Oregon.
Oh, I had some wonderful memories, coming here as a redshirt freshman, looking up to the older guys, seeing if I could play college football, and then finally getting my chance and getting my shot. And my freshman year, coming up with all conference honors, sophomore year too, and then junior year was a little bit of a struggle, and then coming home with my senior year, being injured is kind of frustrating, but I'm just trying to make it count, trying to make every game go hard. Yeah.
Now, the thing that we don't talk as much about, but certainly it's a skill, is your ability to return kicks, especially the punts. I have to tell you, I hold my breath every time you go back there and those balls are kicked over your head. But this doesn't seem to be an issue for you when you go back to get those balls that are another 5 or 10 yards behind you.
Yeah, that's my thing. I mean, I love punt returns. It's just a good rush, because it's either hit or miss. You either get hit or you make the big play. So I love punt return. That's my thing, yeah.
You've certainly been quite successful at it. And finally, let's talk a bit about these group of receivers you've been with here for the last several years. This is got to be a pretty special group of guys that as you mesh together in an offense where it's tough to get everybody the football, but it seems like it's been fairly successful in that department.
Yeah, we got a lot of good receivers. I mean, there's a lot of guys, Antoine, Tyrell, Mike Reeves, Rob Savoy, they're all ballers, and, it's just hard to, be out watching them play and then coming back and then having to earn my spot back, and, it's just a good group of guys that I like to be around with.
All right. Well, Lucas, we certainly appreciate having you here, and I have to say you're one of the guys that greeted me most warmly when I got added into the broadcast crew, and I appreciate. I'm really gonna miss your smile when this season's all said and done.
Right on, Mark. Thank you very much. You've been really nice to me too. I just like to show the aloha spirit. Where I'm from, Hawaii, we show that kindness and aloha spirit. That's what they call it.
That's beautiful. Mahalo to you, my friend.
Hey, mahalo to you too.